Maybe I'm not fully understanding, but it sounds like VO are only getting paid a one-time fee. Yeah, that was the question. Of around $1,000 and then giving away the rights to use their voice for free for no additional compensation for the next 3 years. Are you me? They're kind of dicking. They're dicking the voice artists right now. Like these guys right here. You know, they decided to be like, you know what? Let's over voice acting. Yeah. That's pretty much what just happened at CES, so let's dive into it. BG3 brought a lot of attention to the value of voice actors. Like, Astarion alone has 9 hours of voice lines. That's not including everybody else. Just him has 9 hours of voice lines. And now, you have stuff like Finals, which has AI announcers, which sound really flat, but again, I've said it so many times, it will get better, and this is the worst it's ever gonna be, ever. But now, SAG-AFTRA has just announced at CES, which is a big tech conference, that they're partnering with Replica Studios, an artificial intelligence voice technology company. The Screen Actors Guild and American Federation of Television and Radio Artists, SAG-AFTRA, as we're not saying that again, announced today the introduction of a groundbreaking AI voice agreement during the event at CES. It's not good. I don't really want to read their whole giant article here. Let's read this one, which is from Games Radar. Starfield, Baldur's Gate 3, and Diablo 4 actors slam Union's first deal of its kind with voiceover studio over AI use in games. We didn't even have a meeting, right? That's insane. There wasn't even a meeting. There was a meeting for the strike, right? But there wasn't even a meeting about this deal. Woo! Dude, we're in a whole new age right now where AI really, we talked about it a lot. AI is going to be up. It really is. It's gonna be up. This new agreement will help to create digital voice replicas. So you gotta get on that now, right? Several video game performers have been left disappointed with US Union SAG-AFTRA's new agreement with an AI voice technology company. On January 9th during CES 2024, SAG-AFTRA and Replica Studios announced their new agreement, which paves the way for professional voiceover artists to safely explore new employment opportunities for their digital voice replicas. Thank God. I didn't know that we needed them, but yeah, we can just record every line, right? You do it now. Who needs an hour of recording? You could do it in 5 seconds. It's so bad. This agreement features industry-leading protections. I very much don't think that's true. That are tailored to AI technology and will allow AAA video game developing studios and other companies to access SAG-AFTRA talent via Replica. Wow, so they have to go through Replica, and they are the main gatekeeper of all of this. So now if you're part of the union, you're now forced to work with Replica. That's, yeah, because how unions work is they allow you to work with certain people they have made deals with, right? But you pay your dues to be protected from, all the other bullshit that studios like to pull, like they just did with film. But if you guys don't understand what just happened with the strike, they were fighting against AI. They were fighting massively against AI because actors didn't want their likeness to be used without their permission, and Sony and Netflix and everybody else wanted to be able to use 3D scans and AI representations of these actors in future content. So you would effectively be make one movie and then sign away your rights. So I'm curious, right? Because this is kind of freaking union, man. Unions are good and bad, right? There is definitely benefits to a union. And I feel like America has been there was a bunch of union busting, before we were all born, and it's kind of been proliferating. And now people are starting to kind of see the benefits of a union because everyone's getting and you as a single individual person can't put a lot of pressure on a company, but 30,000 people can, right? Anyway, let's get to the article. The agreement between the leading AI voice company and the world's largest performer union will enable Replica to engage SAG-AFTRA members under a fair, ethical agreement to safely create and license a digital replica of their voice. The announcement from the union reads, licensed voices can be used in video game development and other interactive media projects from pre-production to final release. Understandably, voice actors are baffled by SAG-AFTRA's decision, similar to when Microsoft announced its partnership with In-World AI. Several actors have taken to Twitter to voice their grievances with the new agreement. I would be voicing my grievances if there was no meeting, with many claiming that they were never approached by the union, despite it claiming the deal was approved by affected members. Oh, okay. Wow. Wait, so what does this guy say? Oh, it doesn't exist anymore. He deleted it. Oh, I wonder if the union made him delete it. By the way, this deal could have been the greatest deal ever, and still I'll be ticked that nobody, oh my God, please. that no one called me or a lot of my peers before it was done. I'm actually curious if the union made him like take that tweet down. What does he do? Gravely voiced by a guy who dies a lot on TV. Star Trek, Blood of Zeus, Starfield, The Expanse, Deus Ex, Assassin's Creed, FBI, Gotham Knights, Pluto. My God, that's crazy. So some of the biggest voice actors, right, weren't even messaged or pinged or anything about this new deal. Steve Bloom, who has provided his voice in everything including Diablo 4, Star Wars Jedi Survivor, The Last of Us Part 2, and more, said, "Excuse me? With all due respect, you state in the article approved by affected members of the union's voiceover performer community. Nobody in our community approved this that I know of. Games are the bulk of my livelihood and have been for years. Who are you referring to? Holy shit." Steve Bloom, he was in Naruto, Like a Dragon Gaiden Villains, Hellboy, Mortal Kombat. He was Baraka, Starfield, he was Owen Dexler, Black Clover, Diablo 4, he was Mephisto. He is, love that guy. He's such a sweetheart. Cowboy Bebop, he was in, oh my God. Wait, so he was in Star Wars Visions, Star Wars Jedi Survivor, Honkai Star Rail. Okay, yeah. So they definitely pinged the right people, right? Like before they got this deal. Holy crap. This just gets worse and worse the more we read. Deus Ex and Starfield actor Elias responds similarly. "I would humbly consider myself one of the top voice actors working in games. No one asked me about this. No one reached out for my opinion. From what I'm seeing, no one asked any of my peers either." Fellow Starfield actor Melissa Medina also responds to the news, calling it a betrayal. And a warning, fellow actors, don't give your voice to this until you have clarity around where your voice will be used. Yeah. A disappointing agreement SAG-AFTRA has made regarding AI use. Baldur's Gate 3 and Dying Light 2 actor Thomas Mitchell says the studio will look past creativity for convenience. Oh, hell yeah, they will. Are you kidding me? A freaking game studio likes to change like to the last minute that they can. And if they can just literally type it in and be like, and then change a voice line, oh my God, they will. They will. And this will potentially have detrimental effect on artists. Yeah, I mean, because to be honest, when you do takes as a voice actor, it doesn't take that long, especially if they're an actual professional. They can get most of your shit done in about an hour. Will they ever get paid for these voices? Yeah. So they're gonna get paid for these voices because you're licensing out the voice, but they're not the one acting it. They're having the AI do the acting for them to be like, no, I want more emotion. I want more gruff. Like that's someone directing an AI instead of directing an actual voice actor. This is one of those few things, to be honest, that I don't think really gets better with voice acting. I think it has its uses, but this we already knew this was coming, right? Like we saw the writing on the wall that AI was gonna really mess up the voice acting industry. It was really gonna mess it up, but I did not expect the union to fully support this. Jordan Reynolds says, yeah, would have been nice if you informed us working SAG-AFTRA video game actors, your members, before this generic ass AI agreement was approved in this PR stunt. Embarrassment from John Cartwright. Livid from Kellen Goff. You sold us down the river behind our backs again. I'm so sick of SAG-AFTRA. Time and time again, you've screwed the VO community over. I legitimately detest you, your hold on our industry, and how you abuse it. This isn't democratic, this is dictatorship. This agreement is currently between SAG-AFTRA and Replica Studios, but as Variety reports, the union executive director Duncan Crabtree Ireland has said the union is now engaged in similar negotiations with a coalition of major video game studios, meaning it could soon apply to even more developers and actors. Dude, like they're just, yeah, they're very much selling out voice actors here. I'm curious if this guy has his tweet still up. Oh my God, dude, everyone's okay, so his is gone. What about his? Oh, his is up. Deleted the original SAG tweet because I was very angry when I made them. Don't have all the facts, I apologize. Plus, they were starting to attract the very wrong type of attention. Still not a fan of how SAG leadership has treated voice actors. AI replacing human creativity is still bad. Yep, it is. Summary of what's going on. They've released a whole agreement now. A committee filled with backstabbing sellouts. Why agree to allow the creation of digital voice replicas at all? Why we understand and respect that some members strongly oppose any use of AI in entertainment, there are other members who are eager to embrace new income streams, and there are also members who would engage with new technologies under the right circumstances. The reality is that this area is already developing, with foreign and non-union companies setting terms and conditions that at best are below what our members expect, or at worst are highly exploitative. The Replica Studios agreement is an important step forward, setting fair terms that will protect our members in this new space and into the future. I can see both sides, right? Every industry right now is kind of reeling with AI and that you need to get ahead of it, but it's an arms race. I can go sample my voice. I can then go do a song cover easily and it can sing better than I can. It just has my tone of voice in it. The weird part is going to be in revisions. Does the actor have to approve what the AI voice of him or her is saying? Or is it just going to be, hey, I license my voice for your game and they can just do whatever they want? But then is it per line? Do you equate it to hours? How do you equate it? Because usually with voice acting, you pay by the hour. If it's 5 minutes of recording, doesn't matter. You pay by the hour. How do you quantify the costs here? Is now live recording sessions going to be a thing of the past and then it's just AI and then you just have a carte blanche to just shoot stuff off just like finals did with their announcers? Right? And they were proud of that shit. Like the finals was proud. They were like, yep, our shit is AI voices. And it's like, yeah, they sound really shitty. They have no feeling. They'll eventually have more feeling, right? But still, like it's not great. It's like the flattest delivery possibly. Maybe I'm not fully understanding, but it sounds like VO are only getting paid a one-time fee. Yeah, that was the question. Of around $1,000 and then giving away the rights to use their voice for free for no additional compensation for the next 3 years. Are you me? No. Why on earth would you fucking ever agree to that? So you're giving not perpetuity. You're just giving license for 3 years. Please tell me that's wrong. Please tell me that's fake. It says the base period is 1 year with the possibility of 2 with authorization by offering continued compensation. Oh, an extra $1,000? Just get a job at McDonald's at that point? Yeah, that's fucked. By offering continuing compensation, the agreement can only be extended to 3 years. After that, Replica must obtain authorization again to continue using the model. Okay, so that's Replica. No, there has to be some compensation for every time that your model is being used. I was watching the live, but yikes, if it's true, to me it sounds like it gives VA the option to record a voice clone, then essentially rent that clone out to companies, not just give them access forever. Better than having your voice stolen, but but if your voice is stolen, you can then fucking sue them. And I guarantee you it's gonna be more than $1,000. Thank you to many developers that reached out saying they have no intention of using SAG-sanctioned AI or AI at all. It warms my heart seeing us stand all in solidarity. I mean, again, we've talked about this shit. There's gonna be so many studios, like Square Enix, by the way, that is just like, fuck yeah, AI, we're gonna do it. Because games are too expensive to make. They really are. They take too long and they're too expensive to make. They're looking for as much cost cutting as possible, and that's one of them, right?